MYP Unit Questions. Communication can be used as a tool to influence and control people's ideas. Why is it that in human society people are never truly equal? How is language used to influence people's behavior and promote inequality? Old Major would be the counterpart to Karl Marx of the Russian Revolution, for both leaders had a speech that influenced their society. However, they both died before they could see their plan in full effect. Karl Marx fought for the idea of communism, while Old Major fought for the idea of animalism. Old Major is also some sort of counterpart to Vladimir Lenin, for he was the leader of the Bolsheviks party. However, he died shortly after his triumph and handed his seat of power to his closest associates. They would be Snowball and Napoleon in the book Animal Farm. Snowball would be portraying Leon Trotsky from Soviet history, because Leon Trotsky had a 5-year development plan for Soviet at the time, while Snowball wanted to create a windmill for his farm. However, both their ideas were opposed and denied by their rivals, Napoleon and Joseph Stalin. Then, they were chased out of their homes and branded as bandits and traitors, never to come back again. Napoleon would be Joseph Stalin's counterpart in Soviet history, for they both altered the revolutions they both conducted in the human and animal kingdom to benefit themselves. For example, Napoleon changed the animal statement to, "All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others." Forced labor is empowered during their reign as leaders, and death sentences and punishments were used to keep both Napoleon's and Stalin's communist and animalist societies in check. Farmer Jones represents Tsar Nicholas II, for he is usurped by the animals on his farm, similar to the way the Bolsheviks usurped Tsar from his seat of power. The animals portray two major key figures of Soviet history. They portray the Bolsheviks who fought during the revolution only to be treated the same under Stalin, also known as Napoleon's leadership. They also represent the peasantry farmers, the kulaks, who work out of the dread of punishment and execution. Animal Farm is a political allegory that portrays many key events and figures of Soviet history with the use of farm animals. George Orwell illustrates a grim picture of the public and governmental affairs during the rise of Joseph Stalin. For example, when Trotsky was banished by Stalin only because he opposed of Trotsky's 5-year development plan for Soviet. This key event was artistically expressed in the form of Napoleon the Pig banishing Snowball the Pig for his idea of creating a windmill for the farm. This key event had major impact on the society and the government of Soviet at the time, for it casted a social hierarchy in which Stalin benefited from. Same occurrences of events happened to the farm animals after Napoleon took his corrupted seat of power. As a Filipino, my nation was placed under martial law during the time of President Marcos. We were ruled similarly to how a communist country would be ruled, and due to his corruption, Philippines lost a lot of its wealth. I think that the central idea or theme Orwell would like his audience to have left his book with is, "Absolute power corrupts absolutely," a quote by Lord Acton. I think that it summarizes the central theme of Animal Farm. Napoleon ends up becoming something he's been rebelling against since the beginning of the book, all thanks to his taste of power. I think he enjoyed watching the Almighty fall, and he thought to himself, who better than to take the position of the Almighty but me? That's what pushed him over his sanity. power seducing him to the point of inequality, injustice, and corruption.